Hello, it's been a week since I did my last video, and I thought it would be a good idea to do another video for you guys that liked it. My Aunt Tina, Tracy. Hi. So, where am I at? Last night I did something kind of cool. I published my first ever title. It's available right now on Amazon and will be available pretty soon on Kobo. Maybe sometime in the next week or so, it's going to be available on Barnes and Noble and a couple other websites. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the butt putting it out there, honestly, but it is what it is. So I was working with Yeti Detective Christopher B. Of More Than a Sex Tape. We wrote a short story pilot for a series called The Alcohologist Chronicles. Episode 1 is the Glaosheimr situation. I'm not sure. I probably pronounced that wrong, and that's the word is the name of Odin's shining halls in some language. I don't know. It's whatever language Odin is, some ancient Nordic language. I'm trying to look at the web camera because I've been told that looking at the camera is an important part of podcasting, podcasting on video. I don't know. But boop, 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 boom. Yeah. So Chris and I wrote the short story, and it's the pilot for a series that we're hoping to write like one every 2 weeks or so. I've been putting together a bit of a business plan for my writing. I really think I really love to write. I love doing it, and I think it's something that if you do it right and work your butt off, then you can go places with it. And I'm really hoping you guys enjoy it. It's funny, it's comical, it's adult, very not safe for work. There is the cover of the book is a airship. It's actually I'm going to go out here. I did the cover design, so I'm going to go out here and say it. It's a public domain image of the Lockheed Martin aerial space defense platform, which is just like a giant blimp, and it's got a laser drawing a penis on the Earth, cutting it into the planet like an old style sky drawing. And if that doesn't tip you off to the nature of the book, I'll give you a little rundown of the plot. The Alcohologist is something that Chris came up with years and years ago, and we've tried. We did a webcomic at one point. We just called ourselves that at one point. We had a Twitter feed for the characters. We did a lot of stuff with it, and it never really went anywhere because we didn't know how to build momentum and focus, and we were trying to work with artists who didn't have time to do the art. I'm a doodler, and I think some of you enjoy my art, but I'm not a serious enough artist as a drawing artist to put together a series regular webcomic. So I couldn't keep up, and Chris, his ideas for it at the time were just out there, and there was no real way for me as an artist. I didn't have the talent necessary to keep up with his vision. So a couple weeks ago I started looking for other projects. I had finished my new adult urban fantasy book, which will be coming out in April, called Choices, the first book of the Seven Keys Saga. There you go. I gave you a title and a chronicle there. And I was looking for something to just keep my mind off of it while it was being edited by my personal editor, which is my father. And so I needed something to not focus on that. I needed to give myself time away from that so I could come back to it with the edits and really work on it, which is the process I'm in now. And I got in touch with Chris, and I said, hey man, let's do Alcohologist as a serial, like a series of short stories. And he wrote the story beats for me. And for the first episode, we went through a little bit of revision. Like, I took the originally I took the scripts we had for the webcomic and put something together, and it was just really horrible. So we were gonna do that, and I didn't like it, and I didn't like how it was written. I didn't like my voice in it, and it didn't feel right. So, but it was funny. It was really funny, and so we were gonna publish it under pen names of Richard Stump and Charles Ulysses Farley, and we thought that would be okay, and then we scrapped that just randomly. I was like, hey Chris, I don't like this. I don't think it fits my voice. I don't think it fits your voice. I think it's funny and it's good and there's some neat ideas here, but I think it's old and it's us trying to grab something we had like 6 years ago. So can you give me story beats for the first episode? Something fresh, something new. And then we got together on a Google Hangout and started hashing out a plot and came up with, we were like, the idea was like, Alcohologist short stories should be like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, set in this like fantasy kitchen sink world where they're sci-fi, steampunk, utopian, everything goes kind of world with these horrible people who are great, hilarious characters just doing stupid crap. And the first episode's story concept was everyone gets space herpes. And Chris took that and he gave me back these really great story beats that were like just really random and chaotic, and I wrote the first draft in 2 days. Took me longer than I thought it was going to, because it's only 7,500 words. It's really fast reads, less than 30 pages in book format, estimated according to Kindle. And I really enjoyed writing it, and I wrote it in my voice and just let the characters kind of flow into who they were, and it was a great process for me. It was really, really fun to do. And I thought it was hilarious. And I sent it to Chris, and Chris did his revisions. And our process is I'm writing the first draft, and then Chris goes through it and makes changes to jokes and like cleans up some of the stuff. And then he sends it back to me, and I go through and I kind of spot edit and make some cleanup and do the copy and publish and stuff. And I learned a lot about a big part of doing this project was learning how to do the self-published stuff before I launched Seven Keys. So if you go, and it's Alcohologist Chronicles on Amazon, I will link in the description of this video to it. If you're interested in checking it out, it's 99 cents because it's a short story. It's only 7,500 words. What we ended up with was something that I was really proud of. I thought it was really my voice, and the writing was pretty decent, and the jokes were great. It's very immature, very. It's not like if you have read my blog. Or any of my other fiction, it's not like that necessarily, but the podcast that Chris and I did, a Half Drunk podcast, it's more in that style. Like it's us being us. It's us being horrible. It's like these characters are horrible people, and it's like a dick joke and a fart joke all rolled into a 7,500 word short story about using Odin's magical powers in negotiation with the frost giants to destroy commerce, e-commerce, in order to build up. It's a ridiculous premise, and I loved writing it. And I'm right now. Chris is working on the beats for the second episode, and we're gonna have that out in a couple weeks. And I'm hoping we can really grow. So go, and if you want to, go and read it and enjoy it. If you enjoy it, give us a review, send us an email. You can email me, Brotherton@gmail.com, or just hit us up on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and let us know that you liked it, and maybe you would like to see some more of that. That would be great. But it was a big learning experience for me. It was really, really fun to just have this project that I didn't have to worry about being the most serious thing I've ever written. Like, it's not my baby. It's not my end all be all as a writer. It's not what I want to build my career on, and there's a little bit of nervousness there that it might destroy my career. I don't think it will. I think the people who know me and like me and read my stuff are going to enjoy the jokes, especially if you liked Half Drunk Podcast, or you liked you like some of my humor. That's really where it is. It's very Chris and I. It's very much our wheelhouse, and that project's live. Like I said, it's up now on Amazon. You can go and check that out now. Okay, sorry about that. My dad came in on me and threw off my entire flow. I had to take a second and figure out exactly where I was at and how to cut that back together. So I'm about a month away from publishing Choices on and getting it out there, and I've come to a bit of a road bump. My graphic artist, who is a really amazing graphic artist, I love her work. I was going to have her do my cover. She has had some technical problems that have put her behind schedule, so now I am scrambling. Well, I'm not even behind schedule. She's not going to be able to do it probably now. So I am scrambling to find a new cover artist. So if you're interested in that, or you know someone, or you can make a recommendation, then get in touch with me. I would really appreciate that, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you.